From Griggs Field in West Columbia, Coug Sportsnet proudly presents to you your Lamar Cougars as they take on the West Columbia Roughnecks. Brandon Williams along with Mike Lockwood, senior stats Lewis Perrin as a midfield across from us so we can wave at him, along with Lewis Perrin Sr. Wish we could have the coach William Sal, but he is busy. Nonetheless, guys, the offense has shown signs, and they've shown big signs, averaging 42.5 points in their last two games. They take on a ground and pound team whose main goal is to try to keep the ball away from the Lamar offense tonight, Lewis.
And that's going to be the key for the Roughnecks, is to keep that ball away. They are ground and pound, averaging over 200 yards on the ground per game coming into tonight's contest, led by their sophomore running back, Decarius Bell, 1,250 yards coming into tonight. He's going to prove a test for Lamarck's interior linemen. Let's hope they're up for it.
Cougars are going to be able to counter with a sophomore up there on Daquan Jones, coming up a 351-yard all-purpose evening last week in the win against Bishop Lynch. He also comes into the game with 4 straight 100-yard games on the ground. We've got a national anthem to take care of and then a coin toss, and then afterwards it is Lamarck looking to stay undefeated in District 23 4A, taking on the Roughnecks, who come into the record 1-2 with their overall mark with 3-5. Coug Sportsnet will be right back. Moments away from kickoff here at Griggs Field. It is the Cougars taking on the Roughnecks, District 24 3A action. Team captains tonight for Lamar. Number 8, that is going to be Chason Douglas. Number 15, Mike Hardeman. Number 33, Reggie Franklin. And number 57, Marquez Baker. For the Roughnecks, Lewis.
We've got number 7, Jarius Kesey. Number 9, Lamarquez Fields. Number 52, Tyler Rathkamp. And number 55, Quinn Hendrick.
Cougars one more game in district. That's going to be next Thursday night. So they take on Stafford, and then the road to Texas Stadium. No, excuse me. That's going to be Cowboy Stadium. Road to Cowboy Stadium is going to begin the following week as the Cougars really kicking in overdrive for a run for a 6th state championship.
There you go.
All right, the Roughnecks won the toss and have elected to be on offense first. So you're going to see that that power running game and hopefully that stout defense of Lamar coming out.
Up here on top of the press box here in West Columbia, got the brain trust of the coaches from Lamar up top to our left. It's going to be a good, interesting night here. Guys, I'm looking for a defense that's going to do some turnovers tonight here. That's something that Coach Jackson talked about throughout the year and really stressed it last week. So I look for this defense to be able to break that drought tonight, Brandon.
Oh, we got a drought in Galveston County that ended the other day. Lots of rain. You experienced that one on Wednesday and Thursday. So perhaps that's just a harbinger for things to come for this defense, which has had only 2 turnovers since the first quarter at Lamar Consolidated. That's way back in September at Reliance Stadium.
And if you're going to see some turnovers, I think you're probably going to see them being led by number 5, Val Allen, and Reggie Franklin, the hard hitter. Man, he has been laying some lumber down in a major league way the last couple of weeks. If he continues that, you might see a turnover or 2.
Just moments away from kickoff. Back deep for the Roughnecks. Number 9, LaMarcus Fields, senior wide receiver, also play a little defensive back. And number 5, Brandon Harris, junior wide receiver, also doubles as a linebacker.
You know, I'm swinging around here, looking at the special teams right here. You know, the kicking game for Lamar, I should have said, the kicking game has come along real good here so far this year, guys. Extra points have been almost automatic, but we've had 2 field goals this year, so it's come a long way since last year.
He in with the high kick. It's going to float in the direction of Fields. It's going to be around the 12-yard line. Fields to the 20. Tries to break a couple of tackles, won't, and he will be forced out of bounds, actually around the 19-yard line. Host of Cougars bringing him down. Number 25, Herb Smith, leading the way, along with number 7, Tyree Mason.
Throw in Quincy James in there too, and you had a trio that was just honed in on that ball carrier, and they were not going to let him get outside.
So we will take a look at that Lamarck defense. Take a look at that defensive line. Number 45, William Tenner. Number 55, Arthur Rosemont. He has really stepped up of late. Number 52 is going to be Kenneth Edwards. And number 44, Justin Britton. 1st and 10. They will go have a shotgun set. Jones in the backfield, Bell in the backfield. And it's going to be a reverse this time to Fields, and Fields breaks one tackle and won't get anything there as the Cougars sniffed it out. And who else but number 33, Reggie Franklin, leading the way?
And he had a whale of a game last week, didn't he, guys?
No question. He was a no-brainer, no doubt about it, all the defensive player of the game.
Read that play outstandingly, was absolutely untouched into that backfield where he was waiting for that man when he tried to make that cut.
Take a look at the rest of that defense. Number 9, that's going to be Isaiah Hall. Number 8, Chason Douglas. We'll get the rest of these guys after the next play. Going to be a dive play inside the 20, and it's going to be Thomas, number 32. Their big fullback, Brodney Thomas, sophomore. Gets it to the 20, maybe to around the 21-yard line, so he will get about 2 on that play.
Edwards and Britton in on the stop that time.
Third down, the rest of that defense. Reggie Franklin, of course, number 33. Number 11, Carl Sims getting a start at cornerback. And rounding out the unit, number 25, Herb Smith.
Like we got about a 3rd and 8, long 7.
This is where the Roughnecks are at their least comfortable. All but 290-some odd yards of their offense has come on the ground. Third down, play action fake, rolls out, steps, throws, has a man, incomplete, in and out the hands of the receiver. Looked like number 25, Dennis Moody, was not able to hold on to the ball as number 11, Carl Sims, was there. Good coverage, and the Cougars force a 3 and out on the opening possession.
Should get good field position here on the after the punt, guys.
Number 16, Zach Dodd, senior, is lining up the punt. He is at around his own 10-yard line. Number 28, Datron Cole, is at midfield. He'll back up a little bit to around the zone 44.
Datron's done some really good things with the ball, too, when he's been able to get it cleanly.
Wobbler, and it will go out of bounds. Cougars will still get pretty good field position as they are going to call it down at the 39-yard line. So this is where we will see the Lamarck offense for the first time, led by junior quarterback Ladarian Ellis-Jones. Rest of the backfield, number 24, the red-hot Daquan Jones. Number 22, Allen Cooper. Number 15, Mike Hardeman lined up at one wide receiver spot. Number 2, Demetrius James also lined up the spot at wide receiver. Bunch formation to the near side on 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jones will give it to Cooper. Cooper tries to turn the corner, does 40, 45, midfield, and he is going to be knocked down on around the 49-yard line. So a great play on 1st down as Cooper gains 12.
Outstanding block that time by by Jones out there as he cleaned up his man and gave him that outside path to get those yards.
Offensive line, Ashton Holmes, Markel Dupree, Marquez Baker, Michael Smither, and Teron Gaines. On 1st down, swing pass caught by Hardeman. Hardeman's going to break one tackle, breaks another, gets close to a 1st down to around the 40-yard line. So the quick hitter to Hardeman gains around 9, and the Cougar offense picking up where they left off, especially in the first half of last week's game against Bishop.
Number 2, Kalen Williams.
Throwing on 1st down there, guys. I kind of like that.
No huddle on 2nd down. Call it short 1. Jones counterplay, hands off to Cooper, and Cooper's going to make a couple of tackles, gets to around the 35-yard line, so another 1st down for Lamar.
Good 6-yard rush that time by Cooper as he went straight up the middle and got good blocking by those interior linemen.
Number 22, Jacob Comer there on the tackle, also got an assist by number 15, Hunter Grayson. 1st and 10, Cougars at the 35-yard line up West Columbia. Shotgun, 2-back set. Handoff again is going to be to Cooper, turns to the corner. 35, has a seal, 30, 25, 20, 15 to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, but they will call it back because of a hold.
Yes, they will.
Into the end zone, there is a flag back on the 28-yard line.
Cooper scampered in untouched, but the Hanky's going to go against Lamarck.
Yeah, he didn't extend his arms out to push the player back. He actually kept him close to his body, so that was pretty evident right there in front of the line judge, side judge.
Going to be a spot foul. They're going to back him up 10 yards from there. It looks like it's going to bring up about a 1st and 12.
And it's exactly 1st and 13, so it'll be at the 38-yard line.
And the sad part about that is Cooper would have probably still scored even if there wasn't that hold.
1st and 13. Cooper now lined up in a slot. Handoff's going to be to Daquan Jones, turns the corner, 35 to the 30, bounces off a couple of tackles, and he is very close to a 1st down.
Looks like he's going to be there.
Daquan Jones, and they will say yes, sir. Move the chains if you will.
Good seal block on that far left-hand side, Lewis.
And you're seeing the receivers doing an excellent job of blocking, and that has really picked up over the last few weeks. Needed 13, got exactly that from Daquan Jones. So Lamar's talented sophomore running back making his presence known on the opening drive. 1st and 10, they'll spot at the 25-yard line. Handoff again is going to be to Jones. Tries to turn a corner. Does. 20 to the 15. Cuts back. That's Alan Cooper.
Yep.
Will step out of bounds at around the 13-yard line. So a gain of 12 on that play. And right now, guys, the Cougars are attacking the corner, and the Roughnecks have little to no response to it.
Yeah, I actually thought he was going to get shut down there when he made that cut, but he made around that corner in nothing. He couldn't even get close to him.
Carlos Spells lined up in a slot along with James. There to the near side. Hardiman to the far. 1st down. Handoff's going to be to Daquan Jones. Bouncing, breaking a couple of tackles inside the 10, making it around the 7-yard line.
Mixing it up really well, going inside and outside.
So a gain of 6 on that play makes it 2nd and 4. 8:42 and counting in the first quarter. Officially, they'll spot the ball at the 8, so make it a 2nd and 6.
Actually can get a 1st down and not score, guys.
Correct.
Inside the 3-yard line will do that for us.
Jones and Cooper in the backfield. 3 wide receivers set as the Cougs again go out of shotgun. Ellis Jones calling his own number, tries to turn the corner. Breaks one tackle and can't get past the second one. Good open field play.
Fields.
That's in LaMarcus Fields. Guy who does a little bit of all. Receiver, returner, playing a little cornerback right there. A good stop.
And no gain. He did get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all that he got.
So 3rd down and 6 facing the Cougars. 7:50 and counting in the first quarter. Ellis Jones rolls out, steps up, throws, has a man incomplete. Put it in the direction for Demetrius James, but wasn't able to reel it in. Way too high for him. So a 4th down coming up, and it looks like the Cougars will go for 3 as Ricky Guillen will come on. You talked about it earlier, Mike, how the extra point, how the kicking has really come along over the season, and that is trust by Guillen to get an opportunity to kick here.
25-yard attempt coming up for Guillen. He's had field goals in each of the last 2 ball games.
Waiting to snap. Kick is up, and the kick is going to be good. Make it 3 straight for Ricky Guillen as the Cougars will get on the board.
He would have had that one from 40, guys. That was an outstanding kick.
That was an excellent snap, excellent hold, and perfect execution on Guillen's part.
Gotta love it when a plan comes together. 7:45 to go first quarter. It is Lamar 3, West Columbia nothing. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 7:45 to go here in the first quarter at Griggs Field of West Columbia. Cougars with a 3-0 lead over the Roughnecks as Ricky Guillen kicks from 25 yards out. 3rd straight game with a field goal as that concluded an 8-play, 61-yard drive in which Alan Cooper accounted for 30 of those yards. Back deep or Harrison Fields, and that kick is going to be in the direction of Fields at around the 8-yard line. They'll go with the reverse, and it's going to be Harrison. Harrison's not going to get much of anything. Lamar's not the team you want to run trickeration on, guys, as Harris was swarmed immediately.
8 Cougars in and around the area of that tackle.
Might want to take that one off the board if you're West Columbia.
You know, and you kind of telegraph it too, guys, when you pitch it out, because when you see the ball, you know it's got to go one direction. Before, like last week, Lynch was actually able to disguise it pretty well, but not when you pitch it out. You see the ball, you know it's going to that particular runner.
So 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line, and that is where Jarius Kesey, the junior quarterback, will start his Roughnecks, trailing 3-0 on their 2nd possession.
Carrier Spell will start out in the backfield this series.
Bill in the
Only
backfield with Thomas, and it is going to be Thomas actually. Bell, excuse me, it'll be Bell with the carry. Gain of around 2 on that play.
Defense closed quickly, guys.
Yeah, number 55 that time for the Cougars. Or 45, sorry, William Tenner with help by Arthur Rosemond.
Kyle Riggins coming into the game now for West Columbia. A gain of 1, make it 2nd and 9 from the 13-yard line. 7:08 to go, first quarter. Kesey under center. Bell and Thomas in the backfield, and it's going to be Bell trying to turn the corner. Bell is not going to get much of anything as he is dragged out of bounds at around the 12-yard line. Fans wanted a late hit, but that was just a good aggressive play, guys.
Chason Douglas wrapped him up well inside the sideline, and then just, like I said, there's very little room between the sideline and that track, so it looked a little bit worse than it was.
Tell you what, guys, Chason Douglas had 3 interceptions in the first 2 games of the season, and while he hasn't had one since, he has really improved as a defender against the run.
He has.
Well, part of that is the fact that he's moved from safety now to that outside linebacker position as we've gotten their safety position a little bit more firmed up with Franklin back there.
Kesey in shotgun, rolls out, steps, now takes off with the ball, has room, has a first down, and he'll step out of bounds.
Kesey has enough for the first down.
Receivers recover it, but Kesey, another one of their fantastic runners, will move the chains. They have 5 guys on the roster that have at least 100 yards rushing. 1st and 10, they'll spot the ball at the 29-yard line. So 1st and 10, their first down of the evening. Kesey in shotgun. Counter is going to be to Bell, and Bell is going to be dragged down as a host of Cougars led by number 52, Kenneth Edwards, there to make the stop.
Finished it up that time with Herb Smith and others.
It almost seems as if Edwards was in the huddle.
He was back there ready to take the handoff.
A half step more he might have.
Yeah, he shot the gap through his through that offensive line before they even had a chance to make the pitch, the handoff.
Number 6, Brock Bailey, in now for the Roughnecks. 2nd and 14 after the 4-yard loss. Shotgun set with Bell in the backfield. Kesey back, steps, throws, ball is high. Almost intercepted. Oh!
Chason Douglas didn't realize that ball was coming to him, and if he had just a split second more time, he'd have been going the other direction.
Yep, that'd have been a pick 6.
Had 3 interceptions early in the season, just missed on number 4. So 3rd and 14 coming up. Rotations now for the Roughnecks as Harris will go out.
Now do you throw it again?
Riggins in. 3rd down now. I think you roll him out.
Yep, think you got to.
Man in motion to the far side. Kesey rolls out, steps up, goes long, looking, and has a man incomplete. In the direction of Jerron Freeman, junior wide receiver, was not able to get that connection. So the Cougars give up a first down, but force the punt.
Isaiah Hall in coverage that time.
Right now, the Cougars are doing what you want to do to a running team. Make them throw.
You know, and Isaiah Hall, like you mentioned there, Lewis, he had good coverage. He actually had the receiver to where he was going to have to go out of bounds, or it's going to have to be a miraculous throw to thread the needle.
Kesey had thrown that ball a little bit to the inside. He'd have been there waiting on it.
Ball a punt that's going to go in the direction of Cole, and he will just let that ball roll out of bounds. It will roll down at around the 42-yard line. So the Cougars again will get great field position to start their second drive. Up 3-0 with 5:44 to go here in the first quarter.
34 yards by Dodd.
Road finale for the Cougars, who of course will be at home next week against Stafford, and of course want to let you guys know that we will be honoring the 2003 state championship team at that game, so spread the word to those members. 1st and 10, it's going to be Jones, bottled up, breaks 1 tackle, breaks a couple more, and he turned what could have been about a 2 or 3 yard loss into a gain of around 4, make it 5 yards.
You know, guys, he's got good vision, excellent vision, and he reminds me of a runner from that 2003 team, which you told us before the game. He's got some
ties to Russell Ball.
Ball.
Happens to be his first cousin. So you can see that. You can see that right there. Second down, and they are bringing in the presence of big number 30, Emil Fleming at fullback, and it's going to be a handoff to Jones. Spins midfield, still spinning. 45 down to around the 35-yard line. Looks like a game, looks like something from a PlayStation game with a spin move and a spin move. Kept it working down to the 36-yard line.
And it does remind me of somebody from 03.
The presence of that fullback made a world of difference that time as he opened that hole up.
Yes, he did.
First and 10, handoff again is going to be to Jones, and he is going to be stopped. As this time, good defense there. It looks like number 56. Excuse me, number 55, and that's going to be Quinn Hendrick there on the stop.
Boy, that hole collapsed in a hurry, guys.
Loss of 2, make it 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line. 4:51 to go in the first. 2 tight ends set for the Cougars as James and Lede line up at this line. Jones back, has a man, looking downfield. The ball's going to be caught. James with the reception, still on his feet, and is down around the 8-yard line. A great grab by Demetrius James.
And a great pass by LaDarian Ellis-Jones.
First and goal for the Cougars as they caught the Roughnecks flat-footed on that one, guys.
Nice pitch and catch for 26 yards.
First and goal at the 8. Fleming still in at the fullback. Coug still in that 2 tight end set. Handoff is going to be to Jones. Breaks a couple of tackles, still spinning. Nearly lost the football. Bounced back in his arms at around a 5. 4:19 and counting. As the Cougars playing power ball deep in Roughneck territory. 2nd and goal. Handoff again is going to be to Jones. Breaks one tackle, tries to turn a corner inside the 5. Touchdown!
And there was a helmet that just came completely off of that defender when he lowered that shoulder.
Number 2, Kalen Williams, he got introduced to the shoulder of Daquan Jones in a very, very vicious way.
My gosh.
Tack on another 6 for Lamar. 9-0 with a point after coming with 4:04 in the first.
Oiling up the machine, guys. Oiling up the machine.
Guillen awaiting the snap. High snap, but the kick is up, and the kick is going to be good.
Man, his leg has gotten stronger in about 2 weeks, guys.
He has. Practice makes perfect. 4 minutes, 4 seconds to go, first quarter. Daquan Jones marching in from 6 yards out. Make it 10-0 Lamarck. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 4 minutes, 4 seconds to go, first quarter. The Cougs go 6 plays, 58 yards. The key play, the 26-yard reception by Demetrius James, setting up the 5-yard touchdown run by Daquan Jones to make it 10-0.
Man, and that run was a statement run, guys.
Lower the shoulder.
Oh, my goodness.
Boom.
That's playing power ball, guys. Harrison Fields back deep as Guillen is going to kick it wobbly in the direction of Fields, who will just let it roll out of bounds.
Yeah, from that position, they've got their option. They can either play it out at the 35, or they can bring the ball back and make them kick it again.
Considering that the first 2 drives started at the 19 and 12-yard line, I think they'd be more happy starting at the 30.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they've already made the decision.
And that is where the Roughnecks will start.
The 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line. And right now it is Lamar, sophomore running back, taking the show thus far over the talented number 31, Decarius Bell. First and 10. Bell and Thomas in the backfield. Keese with the snap, they'll hand it off to Thomas, and the big fullback is going to bruise his way to around the 35-yard line.
Val Allen, Herb Smith, and Reggie Franklin in on the stop.
And number 32, this kid's built like a tank.
6 yards on the carry.
Gain of 6 on the dot play, so make it 2nd and 4 with 3:44 to go in the first half.
He ain't real tall, but he's almost as wide as he is tall.
Yes,
exactly.
Runs low like a bowling ball.
2nd down at 4 to go. Thomas and Bell still in the backfield. Keystone had to run the counter play, and is going to get smothered behind the line.
Herb Smith in there to cover him up.
Smith and Mason, number 7, there on the stop. And it looked like that play was broken And Smith and Mason made sure that it remained broken.
That's it. They were picking up pieces.
Loss of 2, so make it 3rd down and 6. Spot the ball at the 34-yard line.
We'll see if we can get some of those linebackers here off that after this next play, guys. Of course, we probably won't if we hold them here.
Handoff's going to be the bell. Flag down. And it looks like it'll give us an opportunity to get those guys out there. Number 59, Chris Laws out there. Timeout by the Roughnecks. We'll get them after the break. 2:53 to go first quarter. It is Lamar 10, West Columbia nothing. Coug Sports Net will be right back. So after the timeout with 2:53 to go, West Columbia facing a 3rd and 6 at their own 34-yard line, trailing 10-0. And it has been the Cougars front 7 has done a tremendous job. Herb Smith, the number 25, Chase Douglas, number 8. Number 5, of course, Val Allen. So 3rd down and a long 6 coming. Play fake. Keith rolls. Ball's going to be caught, and it's going to be caught by number 31. And Bell is going to be close to a 1st down, and it looks like the extra effort is going to move the chains.
Isaiah Hall hit him about 3 yards short of that 1st down, but knees never went to the ground. He kept powering those legs and was able to get forward for that 1st down.
So Bell will move the chains. Huge 3rd down conversion for the Roughnecks, as it will put the ball right at the 40-yard line with 2:39 to go here in the first. Cougars rushing and gapping. It's going to be Thomas breaking one tackle, and he'll be stopped around the 43, maybe the 44.
Reggie Franklin, Isaiah Hall out there, as well as Tyree Mason in on that stop, but not before he was able to gain about 4 yards.
So right now they're mixing things up a bit, getting the big fullback Thomas involved. 2nd down and 6. They'll bring in number 25, Dennis Moody, tight end. To be lined up in the far side. Under center is Keese. Hand off to Bell, and Bell is going to cut back, has room 1st down on a little bit more, and Bell carries a couple of defenders down to around the 46-yard line. So for the first time tonight, that is the type of run that we're seeing from one of the leading rushers in District 24 3A.
Reggie Franklin got in there and went in low with that shoulder, hit him right about the waist, didn't even move him.
Like a previous play, those legs just never stop churning. And for the first time tonight, the Roughnecks are in Lamar territory at the 46, 1st and 10. Handoff again to Bell, and Bell's going to cut back to the 45. Still going inside the 40 to around the 39-yard line. So a hard churning 7 yards for the sophomore to put the ball at the 39 up Lamar.
Carl Sims and Isaiah Hall in there at the stop.
So make it 2nd down and 3.
2nd down inside the 40.
They put men in motion, and this time it's going to be Brandon Harris, number 5, back in. He will line up at wide receiver. Thomas, the fullback, number 32. The up man is Harris. And it'll be Thomas cuts back, breaks a couple of defenders, and he's going to get a 1st down.
35-yard line, 1st down for the Roughnecks.
Val Allen got some help from William Tenner in there.
West Columbia's got a little bit of momentum going here, guys. We're going to have to get something to stop them on the 1st down or 2nd down, make them a long situation.
That's where you want that turnover. This is where you want it, Michael, that fumble out there, but he's shown good hands so far.
That catch on 3rd down seemed to wake them up as they're at the 35-yard line, inside a minute to go to first. Keese will hand the ball up to Bell, and Bell's going to burrow his way to a couple of yards, maybe to around the 33-yard line where he's going to be stopped.
Bottom of that pile for the Cougars is Edwards, along with Herb Smith.
So 26 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, they won't need to run another play unless they just want to. They can take this one down to the end of the first quarter, and it looks like right now that's what they're going to do.
Looks like they will be content to do so as the final 10 seconds of the first quarter run down. Cougars had the ball twice. They made the most of it. Field goal by Ricky Guillen capped the first drive, and then a 5-yard touchdown run by DeQuan Jones capped the second. 12 minutes are in the books here in West Columbia. It is your Lamar Cougars up 10-0. Coug Sports Net will be right back. the second quarter here at Griggs Field as the Roughnecks of West Columbia trail 10-0 to the Lamar Cougars. Brandon Williams along with Mike Lockwood, Lewis Perrin Jr., Senior Stats is across the field, sitting as usual at midfield. Trying to see if this Cougar team can get some momentum stopped as the Roughnecks have really started to establish the ground game here, guys, toward the end of the first quarter.
Drive that started at the 30-yard line, all but one play been on the ground.
And up again is going to be to Bell. Turns the corner inside the 25. He'll get close to the 20 and a first down.
Now, you had a block in the back there that they got away with on that one against Chason Douglas. Official didn't see it. It's a good play.
First and 10, just inside
First
the
and
20.
10 as they'll spot the ball inside the 20. First and 10 at the 20-yard line. 11:48 to go first half. And that drive started at the 30-yard line. And right now, they have all but one play. It's been all but the ground game. Play clock running down as Keese is going to have to hurry up and get this off. They'll need to use a timeout. We'll take it with them with the 11:30 to go first half. It's Lamarck 10, West Columbia nothing. Coug Sports Net will be right back. So after their second timeout, West Columbia will look to see if they can extend this drive. As it's a first and 10, ball spotted at the Lamarck 20-yard line. Decarius Bell has really been the key to this drive.
We saw Lamarck last week stiffen up.
And we'll
Anytime
see
that
him
ball got
there.
to the anytime that ball got to the red zone, and again,
That's a good start.
William Tenner in there, coming up off the bottom of the pile. Also is number 45 for the Cougars.
Brings up second down and 10.
Number 45, William Tenner.
Well, I'm sorry, then it was 44.
Justin Britton.
Britton, yep.
So no gain on that play, make it second and 10. Thomas, number 32, Bell, number 31 in the backfield. Keese under center, and they'll run a counter play to Bell, and Bell breaks a couple of tackles, still going inside the 15 to the 10-yard line. She got a punishing hit there at the end from Reggie Franklin, but nonetheless, it's a 10-yard gain for Bell, and it's a first and goal for the Roughnecks. Looking to see it on measure. It's pretty close, but it looks like he got it.
Yep, they're going to bring out the chains. It's awfully close. I'm inclined to agree with you. I think he may have gotten it.
Yeah, they're having their early game problems of not wrapping up on the first initial tackle, guys. That's basically what's happened on this drive a number of times.
First two possessions, they were able to do so, but you're right, Mike. The last couple of drives, this drive here, I should say, as it is indeed a first down. This drive here, they've just not been able to get him at the point of attack.
That's it.
All right, first and goal for the Roughnecks. Defense, stiffen.
For the blue and gold to get a stop here. Well, that's going to mean stopping number 31, Decarius Bell. Bell's got 3 runs of at least 10 yards on this drive. And he, of course, had that big catch on third down to keep the drive alive. One receiver far side, hand up to Thomas, and Thomas is going to barrel his way inside the 5 to around the 2-yard line. And the Roughnecks decide and say, hey, we can play power ball just as well, as big number 32 rumbled inside to around the 2.
Second down and goal at the 2-yard
Rodney
line.
Thomas, also a sophomore. So 24-3A has got 2 more seasons up this backfield. Second and goal. Keese now directing traffic. 2 yards from the end zone. Handoff's going to be to Thomas, and Thomas is going to be stopped short of the goal line.
Rodney Thomas on the carry again.
No gain on that play as a host of Cougars in on the stop.
Big boys filled in, those big linebackers filled in the gap.
Third down and goal. Big one coming up here.
Val Allen and Herb Smith again making their presence known, filling those gaps.
They'll bring some size in. Number 88, Jason Fate, lines up at tight end. Third and goal. See if the Cougars can get a stop here. Keys trying to run, and the momentum will be stopped immediately. He's going to be well short of the goal line. Might have even lost a yard. Cougs screaming and yelling, and it looks like they are going to go for it.
William Tenner
Thought for a
held
moment the
his
ball might have popped out as one of the Cougars were pointing and yelling and saying it was their ball.
Oh, looks like they're going to go for field goal, but be careful here, guys.
We've seen it before. Number 22, Jacob Comer. High snap, kick is going to be up, and the kick is going to be no good. And the defense holds.
Ooh.
Roughnecks got to the water's edge, but they couldn't drink. 8:51 to go first half, and that drive definitely should amp up the Cougars even more.
Now, where does Lamar get the ball? At the 20?
No.
They have to take it there?
They get it. They're supposed to. Well, they get it where the
They
kick.
get it to 20.
No, they should get it to 20.
Yep, they'll get it at the 20.
That's what
Okay.
I thought. Yeah, there's no way you're going to give them the ball at the 1 yard line.
No, you don't give it to them at the 1. You give it to them for where the kick is at in the higher levels. But
Okay.
So 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for Lamar. Been a while since we've seen the offense as West Columbia marched 68 yards on a drive in which they needed 70. 1st and 10, Cooper and Jones in the backfield for Ellis Jones, and it'll be Ellis Jones trying to cause on number, breaks one tackle, gets past another, goes forward to around the 24-yard line, so a bruising 4-yard run for the quarterback as he calls his number. 2nd and 6 coming up, 8:33 to go first half. Cougs going again with a no huddle. Jones and Cooper in the backfield, Ellis Jones, and it'll be a counter play to Cooper, and Cooper's got room to around the 30, close to the 30, around the 28-yard line. For a second, it looked like he was getting ready to get out of there, guys.
Looked like he's getting ready to gallop.
Number 29, Colton Jones.
as it was, good solid 4-yard gain.
Number 28, Jerron Freeman there on the tackle. So make it 3rd down and 3 for the Cougars at the 27 up Lamar. Free play coming up. Ellis Jones is going to drop the ball back. Ball's going to be incomplete. Tried to go with the free play for Hardeman, but it looks like he got West Columbia to jump. You know, all indications, it looks like the Cougars are going to get a first down here. And that drive is continued, all sides.
There you go. Good hard count.
With Arian Ellis Jones has been outstanding with that all season, guys.
Yes, he has done it several times in that 4th game.
Yeah, that was a key against Sweeney. That was an unsung play. That was an unsung aspect of that game. 1st and 10, 2 tight ends set, 2 receivers. And again, Lamar's going to get 5 free yards.
No, I
they're
think
gonna
that's
say-
Lamar.
Looks like it will. Yep, they'll go against Lamar. Lots of antsiness on both sides of the line. So that's going to take the Cougars back 5.
Still a first down, though.
1st and 15. So again, some personnel changes. Spells, Demetrius James are back in the game. 1st and 15, Jones goes for Cooper. Cooper trying to turn the corner, and Cooper still going. It's around the 31, 32, maybe the 33-yard line. So it looks like he will get towards the original lineup scrimmage. Gain of 3 on that play, put it at the 31.
Got a little bit of size advantage over here with Hardeman on this near side.
So 2nd down and 12 at the 31-yard line for Lamar. 7:13 and counting first half. Ellis Jones swings back. Ball's going to be caught by Hardeman, and Hardeman's going to be stopped immediately. He threw the ball a bit too high for Hardeman, and by the time he was able to get down, he had 3 defenders at him. Number 55, Quinn Hedrick. Number 2, Kalen Riggins. And also number 9, LaMarcus Fields.
He's actually going to lose a little bit of yardage off that play.
Lost some yards to make it 3rd down and long, make it 3rd and 12.
Yeah, he threw it high and behind him, guys. If it had been in front of him, it would have been a different story.
All set, I 2 tight ends set for the Cougars. Ellis Jones play fake, rolls out, steps, throws, goes downfield looking for James, and it's going to be incomplete. Led him a bit too far. Also had a bit of pressure on him, so the offside kind of throws the Cougar offense off, and it's going to result in an out that gives the Roughnecks the ball back here with 6:29 to go here in the first half. can hear the Roughneck fans appreciating that stop by their home team. Detron Cole set the punt. And there's no one back there for the Roughnecks as they will try to prevent what could be a fake. Val Allen will move over as they've got West Columbia confused in a big way. Cole gets it off, and he'll get a big Cougar bounce inside the 30, rolls down inside the 25, down to around the 21, inside the 20. So Detron Cole with a great punt, and the confusion that the way the Cougars lined up, that fooled the Roughnecks. And that's going to give the Roughnecks bad field position there as they're going to start the drive at the 19.
Similar to the 2 times that Lamar kicked off to him.
So right now, the Roughnecks drove the ball to inside the Lamar 5, got it to the 2, but missed the field goal on their last drive. See if they can try to sustain that one again. Sole receiver is number 20, Matthew Bonio. Bell is in a slot, goes in motion, and they'll hand off to him, turns the corner, and he's not going to get much more. Actually, he's going to stay up to around the 30-yard line. So a gain of 11 on a play where it looked like he might have got 2.
Reggie Franklin again lowered that shoulder, just didn't wrap up. It left it up then to Carl Sims to finally make that stop.
Bell is a very, very talented runner. You can see by his style, the fact that he just takes no prisoners when he runs. 1st and 10, Bell and Thomas in the backfield. It'll be again a counter to Bell, and Bell's going to get past the 30 to around the 32-yard line.
Val Allen does the initial wrap-up, gets some help out there from Herb Smith. And number 26 is now in there for the Cougars, and that's Dylan Billiot.
Number 52, Kenneth Edwards also in for that stop as well. Gain of 2 on that play will make it 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. 5:30 to go first half. Lamar still up 10-0. Man in motion will be Brock Bailey. He will come into the lineup. Still plenty of time for West Columbia to get the play off. 2 wide receivers to the far side. LE play action, Keith's rolling out, steps up, tries to evade one defender, but he won't get past number 52, Edwards.
It's a loss on the play, guys.
Kenneth Edwards with the sack.
Initial pressure out there was Herb Smith. Forced him to roll out to that side over there.
So a sack and a loss of yardage. Make it 3rd down and 11 after a loss of 3. 4:44 and counting in the first half.
Turnover time.
Indeed. Number 25, Dennis Moody, back into the game.
Chason Douglas needs another interception, guys.
There you go.
Jerron Freeman, number 28, in as he'll replace Thomas. So 3rd down and 11, 4:27 to go. Keys in an empty backfield. Keep an eye on Bell, number 31. If he goes in motion, I bet you he's the guy with the ball. Won't go in motion. Keys back, steps up, throws ball over the middle, and the ball is going to be incomplete. Good effort by number 25, Dennis Moody, but the ball was just thrown low, and the Cougars had good coverage on that play as well. So 4th and 11 coming up, so the Cougs getting a 3-and-out there after the first down. 4:13 remaining as Detron Cole will line up at around his own 40-yard line.
Who we got back there?
That's going to be Cole lined up to 40.
All right.
He does the punting, he does the returning.
He's handled the returns, most of the returns the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
Number 16, Zach Dodds has set the punt. Gets the snap. Cougs put a little pressure on. A wobbler in the direction of Cole. Will catch it around the 38-yard line to the 40. Midfield,
He's got
45, 40. And a penalty as well. You can see that one coming. You can see the penalty coming. Blocking the back, and that really rang the bell at number 26, Steve Perkins. You can see it developing, but at the same time, you can see that block coming as well.
So is that 15 from the 45?
Yes.
Spot foul.
Spot foul, so the Cougars will start at their own 40-yard line with 4:01 to go in the first half. Cole had some momentum going, got tripped up, but the block in the back definitely would have erased anything else he would have done.
Yeah,
it's
just a
10-yard
10-yard
penalty.
Yep.
Okay.
10-yard penalty, so they'll be at the 45 with 4:01 left.
All right, come on, guys. Let's put 6 on the board.
Bunch set 4 wide with Daquan Jones in the backfield with LaDarian Ellis-Jones.
First attempt for the Cougars at the 45-yard line.
Ellis-Jones rolls out, steps up, throws. Ball's going to be caught. Good reception there and a first down as it's Reggie Franklin with the reception.
Pass complete for number
That will
23,
move the
Carlos
chains.
Rose. Tackle made
Good pitch and catch right there, guys.
Bailey.
Franklin will come out after one play and then one reception. First and 10 for Lamar. They'll spot it at the 44-yard line of West Columbia with 3:53 to go first half. And we got a stoppage of play right now. Brief stoppage. And they'll get the clock running again. Cooper and Jones are in the backfield with Ellis-Jones. Who'll get the snap. They'll fake throw. Ball's going to be caught. First down and almost a first down and more.
Good
as
open.
Demetrius James with the reception.
I was going to say, good open field tackle by West Columbia.
And that saved the possible 6. Kalen Riggins with the stop, because if he doesn't get there, Demetrius James has 6 on the board. Second down and 2. Ball at the 36-yard line. Counter play. Cooper, 35.
What a
turns
nice
the corner,
hole.
30 to around the 28-yard line. And you're right. Late flag coming up.
Late flag came in. Tackle made by number 17. Trey
And see what the call is going to be. And you got to hope it's not against the Cougars, but it looks like in all indications it will be.
Hold.
Against Lamar. Again, the Cougars becoming their own worst enemy offensively.
But now, is that a first down?
No.
I thought he actually had the first down.
Well, if the hold was during the play, they're going to back it up, and it's going to be
Okay,
replayed second.
all right, there we go. Yep.
Second down. And they will call it second and around second and 8
42.
at the 42 of West Columbia. 3:10 left in the first half. Ellis Jones getting the play from Mike Jackson. It'll be a handoff to Cooper, and Cooper's trying to turn the corner, and he's not going to get much of anything. Actually, it's Jones as he's going to be stuffed. Good stop there as a host of Roughnecks led by number 55, Quinn Hendrick there on the stop.
Jones on the carry. Number 28,
Yeah,
Jared
loss
Freeman,
of
tackle.
about 4 yards.
So they get third down and long. Get third and 12 at the
Third down,
46.
nearly 12.
4 wide receiver set for Ellis Jones. He will drop back, steps up, throws. Ball's going to be caught by Daquan Jones. Cuts one defender and can't get past the second. Good defensive stop by number 29, Colton Jones. As the penalty, Mike, slowed that drive down with a drive that looked like it had some promise.
Oh, yeah, the holding call. But now, do you go for it here or do you go ahead and punt?
At the 44-yard line.
Inside the, or just right at the
inside,
44.
right at the 40. You probably might want to punt at this point.
Think so
Pin them
too. Play
down.
field position.
You want to pin them down because in the event you don't get it, they will have great field position. Looks like did they take a timeout here?
They haven't done
They
it
have
yet.
not officially called the timeout, and they will probably do so in the next few seconds as the play clock winds down. 3, 2, 1. There's your timeout with 1:41 to go, and we'll take it with them. It's Lamar 10, West Columbia nothing. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Fourth and 9 at the 44-yard line, and the Cougars do not have their punting unit out.
So unless they're planning a pooch kick, which we have seen once this year.
So Cougs will go with 4 wide receivers. Franklin, James, Spells, and Hardeman. And they will go for it. Jones back, steps up, just going to throw it in high into the direction, and the ball is going to be intercepted.
Interception by number 2, Kalen
That's
Williams.
about as good as a punt, though,
Yeah,
guys.
it
Good
is.
as the punt. Kalen Williams with the interception as Jones faced a serious rush.
Sidestepped it real well, though.
He sidestepped it well, but kind of threw off of his foot. And the Roughnecks with the first turnover of the night will get the ball at the 14-yard line.
All right, let's return the favor, guys.
1:32 to go. We'll see whether or not they will be aggressive here with one timeout left. First and 10 at the 15-yard line. You can hear the fans definitely appreciating that INT. Keys under center. As Bell is in the backfield.
Inside handoff.
Inside handoff is not going to get much of anything as the Cougars read that one perfectly. Number 29, Colton Jones, kept spinning and got dragged down for a huge loss.
Or 12 out there for the
Lamar
Cougars.
called a timeout.
Datron Cole.
Number 12, Anthony right there on the stop.
Sorry.
That's okay. We'll take a timeout with 1:22 to go first half. It's Lamar 10, West Columbia nothing. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 7-yard loss by Colton Jones makes it 2nd and 17. He'll spot the ball at the 8-yard line with 1:22 to go first half.
2 wideouts over here.
2 wideouts, Fields, number 5, and also number 28, Freeman. And a go in motion. Keys with the counterplay, and it's going to be Bell to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Pulls his way to around the 48-yard line. So a counterplay to number 31, Bell, Jacarius Bell. He turned 2nd and 16 to a 1st and 10 at midfield. A gain of 42 yards on that play, guys.
Had Lamarck spread all over the field as they saw those receivers going in motion, and they took the bait.
1st and 10 at midfield. So we approach 1 minute to go in the first half. Keys trying to call his own number, breaks at one tackle and gets past midfield to around the 48-yard line. Clock continues to run with 55 seconds to go. Roughnecks do have one timeout left.
Edwards and Allen in on that stop.
2nd and 8. Get a 4 wide receiver set. Keys rolls out, steps up, looks to dial it up, going long, and that ball's gonna be incomplete. Great play. A great play by Douglas to knock it down.
If he'd intercepted that, that would have set up a real long field. Now all we have to do is hold him for another play.
34 seconds to go first half. That ball was intended for Brendan Harris. But number 8, Chason Douglas with a good stop. 3rd down and 8, 34 seconds to go in the first half. Well, he keeps rolling out. Ball is going to be caught. And he's going to be close to a first down. Actually, he will have it. Reception made by number 6, Brock Bailey. He will get to the 39-yard line. We'll move the chains. A gain of 8 on that play. 27 seconds left in the first half. Roughnecks still have it one time out to use. Bailey wisely stepped out of bounds to stop the clock. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Bell in the backfield with Keys. 4 wide receiver set. Fields to the near. Keys back. Quick throw is going to be to Fields, and Fields is going to move to around the 30, close to another first down. They tried to get the strip, but weren't able to.
Clock still running.
Clock continuing to run. Tick, tick, tick. They do have one first down, one timeout left. And they will spike the ball to stop the clock with 9 seconds left. So they've got a 3rd down and 1 at the 30-yard line.
This has got to go to the end zone, guys.
They do have one time left, so if they can run a quick play in the middle of the field, it would probably set them up for a possible field goal attempt. Keys will be in an empty backfield. We'll keep an eye for Bell. Slot to the near. Keys rolling out. Has pressure. Trying to evade Edwards. Steps up. He'll just throw the ball out of bounds with 3 seconds to go in the first half. Kenneth Edwards with an intense
3
heat
seconds remaining in the half.
on Keese, and he had no option but to throw the ball out.
Exactly. Very good pressure. Didn't have a chance to even look at any of his receivers downfield.
And the receivers that were downfield were well covered.
So 3 seconds left, ball at the 30-yard line, 4th and 1. No question, they'll try to find a way to just keep that ball up in the end zone and hope for some luck.
Yeah, you don't want it to end on a defensive penalty.
3 seconds to go first half, and it looks like they're probably going to be content to call a timeout. They're just going to let the play clock run down. So at 3, they've got it at 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Timeout, their last by the Roughnecks. We'll take it with them. 3 seconds to go first half. It's Lamar 10, West Columbia nothing. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Coming back, 3 seconds to go in the first half.
Fast-moving first half.
Indeed, 4th and 1 at the 30-yard line. Bell is in the backfield with Keese. Trip set to the far side, high snap, Keese back, steps up. Ball's gonna be stripped loose, and the ball's gonna be recovered by the Cougars. Tyree Mason with the strip, and it looked like it was Edwards with the recovery, and that's a great way to end the first half.
Yes,
the
it
Lamar
was.
defense allowed a little bit, but they never broke in the first 24 minutes. And after the first half of play, it is Lamar 10, West Columbia nothing. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Enjoy the halftime, everybody.
A friendly place to trade. Locally owned and operated for over 50 years, Hoffman Lumber Company proudly serves Galveston County and surrounding areas with quality products at competitive prices. As a full-service lumber yard, we have everything you need for your next project. Select grade lumber, hardware, windstorm windows and doors. James Hardy Products, Boise Cascade, Builder's First Choice, Do It Best, Duo Fast, and so much more. Special orders on those hard-to-find items are our specialty. With over 100 years combined industry experience, our friendly, knowledgeable employees are committed to helping you find exactly what you need. We can answer any of your questions and help you choose the best products. We work with professional contractors and home builders as well as independent homeowners. We offer free delivery anywhere in Galveston County, including Bolivar and Crystal Beach. Please visit our website for a complete list of everything we have to offer. Hoffman Lumber Company, a friendly place to trade.
We are back at Griggs Field. At the start of the third quarter, it is Lamar holding a 10-0 lead over the Roughnecks at West Columbia. Halftime running a little bit late, very stirring halftime as members of the West Columbia Hall of Honor were inducted. And even had a Lamar tied to it. Sean Igo played a little Little League ball in Lamar before heading out here. Guys, we'll focus on the game right now. Offense has really hurt themselves with penalties, but the defense has really stepped up. Twice West Columbia got in the scoring range, and twice the defense stepped up, including a turnover at the end of the first half.
And we had a turnover at the end of the first half, and the second time we were able to stop them down inside the 2-yard line, forcing a turnover, or a missed field goal, I should say, and that kept the Roughnecks scoreless in the first half so far. Defense has really stepped up. They've been playing very, very well, particularly the interior 7. The front 4 linemen, the 3 interior linebackers, they've been doing an outstanding job. They haven't had a whole lot of a passing attack. They've probably seen the Roughnecks throw more against Lamarck than they've seen than any Roughneck opponent has had the opportunity to see. But Lamarck's been doing a pretty good job of shutting that down as well.
Cougars on the opening drive got within scoring range, settled for the field goal by Ricky Guillen. Third straight game, he's knocked down a field goal. And on the second drive, they marched 68 yards, capped that off by a 5-yard run by Daquan Jones. And that's really been the scoring thus far. Cougars had a couple of promising drives in the first half, but as we mentioned, penalties kind of hurt them. And they will get the ball to start the second half, so we'll see whether or not those adjustments have been made, and maybe some discipline, especially on the offensive line, comes into play.
That's it. We had 3 holding penalties, including one that called back a touchdown.
Exactly.
And
block
one
in the
block
back.
in the back.
It kept it knocked away a good return by Cole. So back deep for Lamar. Daquan Jones, remember, he took kickoff back 96 yards for a touchdown last week.
I'd be careful of a onside kick here, guys.
We did see that last week. Saw it last week in the opening at the start of the second half. Then he just fell a yard short, did Dallas Lynch.
You got a big opening right over here from the 30 to the 40-yard line. If they try and pooch it into that area, it's going to be a little difficult.
And
that's
Bell
what you
with
see.
the squibber, and it's going to go out of bounds. So Decarius Bell also doing a little kicking there. Good squib attempt, just did not angle it well enough.
And they'll take it right there.
So 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line is where the Cougars will start the second half. And the offensive line led by number 50, Markel Dupree, also in there. Number 57, Marquez Baker. 74, Michael Smithers. 79, Taryn Gaines. And number 56, Ashton Holmes. But Darian Ellis-Jones, number 6, is your quarterback with Daquan Jones in the backfield with him. 4 wide set to start the second half. So you've got Mike Hardeman lined up outside to the near side along with Carlos Spells. Reggie Franklin and Demetrius James are lined up to the far. Ellis-Jones with the snap. Will hand the ball off to Jones, and Jones is going to bring a couple of tackles, gets close to a first down as Daquan Jones gets around 8 on the first play of the second half.
Is that Jones or Cooper?
It looked like Daquan Jones on
that
that
was
one.
Jones. Sorry about that, guys.
No problem. Make it around 2nd and 2 on that carry. Again, 4 wide set. Jones in shotgun. Gets the snap. We'll look to call his own number. Got a good block by Daquan Jones and was enough for a first down.
Good gain of about 5 yards on that play.
Good hit by number 25, Dennis Moody, but not before Jones moved the chains, and the Cougars will get the ball 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, 4 wide set, Cougars in a no huddle. Hand the ball off to Jones. Jones midfield and a lot more. Spins it around 40, 35, 30, 25. Breaks down to around the 22-yard line. And it was a good tackle there by Kalen Williams that saved that play from going even further.
You know, guys, as a sophomore runner, did you see him change the ball from one hand to the other? That's a mark of a 2 or 3 year veteran running back making that move before he took the tackle.
Nice run by Daquan Jones to spot the ball at the 21-yard line. Gain of 30 on that play. Hand up again to Jones, and Jones cuts it back 20-15 to the 10. Pulls his way out of bounds, and that should be a little extra as he was slung down. Field slung him down after the play, but nonetheless, Daquan Jones moves the chains, and the Cougars, just like that, are in the red zone, making a 1st and goal at the 10-yard line with 52 seconds into the third quarter. Again, 4 wide set. Jones gives it to Jones, and Jones is going to walk in. Touchdown! 57 seconds into it, and Daquan Jones sticks the dagger into the heart of the Roughnecks. 10-yard touchdown run. We'll make it 16-0. Point after pending. You know what it is. Cha-ching. Cash it in.
There you go. Boy, that happened quick.
All on the ground, guys.
4 plays, 58 yards, all on the ground.
GN set for the extra point, and he will knock it down the middle of Broadway. 11:02 to go in the third quarter, and we said we were looking for adjustments from this offense. We got them, and then some. It's Lamar 17, West Columbia nothing. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 4 plays, 58 yards was all it took for the Cougars to march downfield, all on the ground. 3 of those runs by Daquan Jones, accounting for 53 of those yards, the last 10 of them leading his way into the end zone for a touchdown and a 17-0 lead. So right now the Roughnecks are definitely found themselves in a rough hole. Ground and pound attack may have to go to the air a little bit more if they want to try to find their way down from a 3-score deficit.
You know, and Lewis mentioned earlier that West Columbia has thrown the ball up more than they probably have against other opponents. Well, that's because the running game is not as doing as well as it has against other teams.
That's it. That front seven, we talked about it earlier. That front seven for Lamar, 4 interior linemen, 3 interior linebackers, been doing an outstanding job.
It was Fields with the kickoff, got it to the 25-yard line. And the Roughnecks are going to have to deal with that Lamar front seven, which has done a fairly good job. Had that long run by Bell. Yeah.
Yep.
Late in the first half, 42-yard run, but ended up amounting to nothing for the Roughnecks. As number 7, Jarius Keys, comes in at quarterback. In the backfield, number 31 to carry us, Bell. Brockney Thomas, number 32. And it will be Bell on the pitch. Tries to break a couple of tackles, and he will get to around the 27, maybe the 28. So a gain of about 3 for Bell. Billiot, number
Billy
26.
and William Tenner. Yep.
So those are 2 of the guys you see up front. Kenneth Epworth's number 52. Big number 55, Arthur Rosemond, anchoring that front 4. Right now you've got Chason Douglas playing more of a linebacker tonight, along with Val Allen, Herb Smith. And second down, they'll fake the counter, and it will go to Bell, and Bell is going to fall down to around the 30. Actually, it was a counter play to the big fullback, Thomas.
That ball did hit the ground. It popped back up into his hands.
Again, just bad luck by the Cougars. Can't force the turnover.
Nice play that time by Edwards as he made the stop. Got a little bit of help in there from Reggie Franklin.
Number 33, number 11, Carl Sims, also in there for the defense, along with number 9, Isaiah Hall. Third down and 6. Ball at the 30-yard line. They'll spot at 3rd and 5, actually, with 9:45 to go in the third quarter. Shotgun set with Bell in the backfield. 3 wide, all to the far side. Keese rolls out. Steps up, throws, wobbling pass, and it's going to be incomplete.
Good coverage down here.
Good coverage there.
Reggie Franklin and
number 28. That's going to be Jerron Freeman, and he paid the price dearly for that one. He will work his way off the field under his own power, but he's going to remember Reggie Franklin for quite a while.
A lot of people remember Reggie Franklin for quite a while.
You know, Reggie Franklin had serious radar lock-in on the ball, and once that ball hit Freeman's hands, it was just a matter of Franklin locking in and exploding that ball right out of his hands.
Bring up a 4th down. You will see the punting unit for the Roughnecks come out.
The number 16, Zach Dodds, back deep to punt. It'll be Detron Cole lined up at the 40-yard line at Lamar to receive the punt. 9:31 to go, third quarter. Cougars up 17-0. Dodds snap, and it's a wobbler that gets something of a bounce that Cole will take around the 45, and he will be dragged out of bounds at around the 48-yard line of the Roughnecks. So at 9:20 to go in the third quarter, Lamar already with a 17-0 lead. They've got great field position here, guys.
That's right.
They do.
You know, talking back at the defense here, guys, even though we're going back to last year, but it's actually been 6+ quarters now, Lamarck's defense has not allowed the Roughnecks to score any points. Last year it was a 48-0 ball game. So far we've got 17-0 through 6.5 quarters, counting back to last year's game.
Huge moment here for the Roughnecks defense. They're already down 17. They can ill afford to let Lamarck put the ball in again.
But we'll do it anyway.
Of course. Jones has a free play. It's just going to lob the ball up, and the ball is going to be intercepted, but the ball will not be, it won't count.
I don't see it. Yeah, I see a flag over there.
Yeah, they threw it pretty quick.
Won't count. Cougs again trying to get the free play. But it's going to be an offsides against the Roughnecks. So check on 5 yards and make it a 1st and 5. As the Cougars will get the ball at the 44, make it the 43-yard line. 9 minutes, 15 seconds to go, third quarter. Cougs up 17-0, driving, looking to see if they can increase the lead. Ellis Jones and a shotgun set with Daquan Jones in the backfield with him. Actually, it'll be Cooper, and Cooper's going to break a couple of tackles, gets close to the first down, should have enough.
Yeah, he's got it.
As he will get past the 40 to around the 39-yard line, so that's enough to move the chains.
He can sure dodge and weave in between those defenders, can't he, guys?
Oh, he can. He is so quick.
39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39. LB Ellis Jones calling his own number, has some room. Got to around the 35, 34-yard line, and a late flag coming in. It's probably going to be a horse collar. It's either a horse collar or a face mask. Either way, it looks like that's going to move the Cougars up 15. That flag came late, and it's definitely against West Columbia. It should be a personal foul.
25 minutes, Moody on the
Face mask. It was against Moody. So Jones got 6 on the carry. Tack on 15 more. And you've got the ball 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line for Lamar with 8:55 to go here in the third. Ellis Jones hands the ball to Cooper. Will drag a couple of defenders with him. It's the ball to around the 17-yard line. So a gain of about 2 on that play.
Real nice play by Ellis Jones as that snap came in somewhere around the shins, and he was able to corral it and still make that handoff.
Cade Finley, one of the defenders there on the stop for the Roughnecks. 2nd down and 7. Again, a 4-wide set. Low snap. Ellis Jones tries to turn the corner, breaks off one tackle, still going on his feet. Got the first down and a little bit more. And LaDarian Ellis Jones, you got to remember, folks, he's a running back by trade, and he showed that on that carry.
Yeah,
nice
once
10-yard carry.
Yeah, once he broke past that first tackle, he was able to get his head of steam going.
Kept his balance forward and moved the chain, so a 1st and goal for Lamar at the 8-yard line with 8:19 to go here in the third. Laws now in as the fullback with Cooper in the backfield. Handoff is to Cooper, cuts it back inside the 5, close to the goal line.
Ball hit the ground, but apparently came back up into Cooper's hands.
flags on the play, loose ball.
Flags down. I'm guessing that they'll just say the fact that, spot the ball.
Cougars recover the loose ball.
So 2nd and goal is coming up.
Yeah, there is a flag over
flag
on
down, okay. Flag at the 10.
Men in motion. I mean, what is
Illegal
a
shift.
illegal shift? Yeah.
So, again, penalties hurting the Cougars again in the red zone. And even though the offense has improved the last couple of weeks, again, it's been a problem all season long.
Yeah, you just imagine how many points have been taken off the board because of those type of penalties, guys.
He's definitely made the difference in perhaps 2 of those losses. 1st and goal now at the 12-yard line. And, again, a free play and a swing out that Cooper had but dropped it, so incomplete pass unofficially. And if that's the case, it looks like for the 3rd time tonight, LaDarian Ellis Jones got the Roughnecks jumping early.
Get that 5 yards back then, right, guys?
Exactly. So back where we started from, 1st and goal at the 8. Now it's 7 minutes and 51 seconds to go here in the third. Cougs knocking on the door. Again, Cooper in the backfield. Laws is your fullback. Handoff is to Cooper. Tries to turn the corner. Does. And lurches forward to around the 3-yard line. So a gain of about 5 on that play. So I get 2nd and goal.
Very methodical, business-like drive here, guys.
That's it. Going 51 yards. They've
2nd and goal from the 4.
gone 46 of it so far. Got just a couple more yet to go.
So 2nd and goal. They'll spot it at the 4-yard line. Darian Ellis Jones getting the play from Coach Dr. Mike Jackson. Has Cooper in the backfield, 4-wide set. And Ellis Jones will call his own number. Hurdles a defender in zone. Touchdown, cha-ching. That's the ticket.
Just like we like it.
Clockwork, baby. Make it 23-0 with the point after coming with 7:09 to go in the third quarter. And right now, you can see the air coming out of the balloon of the Roughnecks.
Yep. Very, like I said, guys, very methodical, very business-like. No hurrying. I mean, even though they have the up-tempo, they never seem to be like they were confused or not knowing what the play was going to be called.
Guillen with the kick, and Guillen is going to be good again.
Ooh, man, he's got his leg has really improved this season, guys.
He has hammered the ball well this evening. 7 minutes, 9 seconds to go, third quarter. The Cougars opening it up now. They lead 24-0 over West Columbia. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 7 minutes, 9 seconds to go, third quarter. A 10-play, 51-yard drive.
Nope, not
Six
that many.
plays, excuse me.
Sorry for the
Six
handwriting.
plays, 51-yard drive. And you got to figure that it would be Ladarian Ellis-Jones finding his way in the end zone. He had 15 of those yards on the drive. Cooper had 16, and the penalties accounted for the rest. And right now, it is a very uphill climb facing the Roughnecks. Line drive kickoff that Fields is going to let roll into the end zone.
Good kick.
Good kick by Guillen, and you can't begin to stop talking about how well Ricky Guillen has become here in the later in the season. He's becoming a weapon, like Lewis said in the first half.
So we've already made mention he's gotten field goals now in 3 consecutive games, and a couple of those field goals, that you could have stretched those out by another 10 or 15 yards, and they would have been good.
No, actually, guys, he didn't get one last week. He got two field goals back-to-back in prior games.
Okay.
He didn't get one last. It was 35-28 last
right.
week.
But you're
so
right.
he did not get one last week, but he did the 2 prior games. So in the
field
last
goals?
4 games, he's gotten 3 field goals.
Can't fault that. 1st and 10 at the 20. Handoff is to Bell, and Bell is going to try to turn a corner. Got to around the 26, maybe the 27-yard line where Smith and Franklin made the stop.
But the player that really made that play was Billiot, getting in there and forcing him back to the inside and tripping him up just a little bit, slowing him down enough for those other defenders to get in there and make the stop.
Agreed.
One of these Knights fans where you wish you had Scratch and Sniff TV because the barbecue is smelling
Oh, man,
very
I was just
well.
getting ready to say the same thing. My stomach's sitting there doing flops. I tell you, man, I can just smell that, whatever that is on that grill.
Oh, my gosh, no kidding. 2nd down and around 8. Handoff is going to be to Bell, and Bell is going to work inside the 30 where he is going to be stopped around the 31-yard line. Host of Cougars there on the stop. Herb Smith. Billiot also there on the tackle. Franklin, of course, finding his way into the middle of the action.
Yeah, Franklin's a ball hawk. It doesn't matter where that ball's at, inside, outside, in the air, on the ground. It doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to be near it by the end of the play.
Yeah, he smells football, guys. We're smelling food up here, but he smells football. All right, big third down for these Roughnecks.
3rd down and 2, 5:50 to go here in the third quarter. The scoreboard and the clock are definitely going against them. Key's calling his own number, and it looks like he will have enough and will have enough for the first down.
Ball is out, but they've called it dead already.
Ball is out, but give credit to Lamar. I've seen him about 2 or 3 times this evening where the Cougars have tried stripping the ball. It's just a case where, persistence is going to eventually pay off here at some point.
That's it. Save them for the playoff if you have to.
Well, there you go. You can get a deluge of turnovers to make up for the ones we didn't get in the regular season. Those puppies come in the postseason. I don't think any of us would mind that at all.
Nope. I'm kind of surprised that West Columbia hadn't picked it up a notch here as far as trying to get the plays in and getting up to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, very surprising. Counter play to Bell, and Bell is going to break 1 tackle. Bulls past another defender, and he will be stopped at around the 45-yard line. Franklin and Douglas there on the tackle. 5:15 to go. That's a good point, Mike. You're down 24-0. And there just seems to be no sense of urgency here.
Yeah, it's like it's still in the first quarter for their offense.
Now, you would think that, in their ground and pound team, at the same time, you'd think they'd have some kind of up-tempo game plan for situations like this.
Well, their passing game wasn't working in the first half. They're going to dance with with them that they brung.
And Thomas with the
And
first
there you
down
go.
and a little bit more. Rumble, young man rumble as he gets inside the 40 to around the 38-yard line where Roseman walks him down.
Got a helping hand in there by Billiot as well.
He is a load to bring down, guys.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line, 4:45 to go here in the third quarter. Roseman will go out. He'll get a breather. Sole receiver is number 10, Louis Panigua. Handoff's going to be to Bell, and Bell's going to break a couple of tackles. Gets the ball past the 35 to around the 34-yard line.
Tyree Mason had a handful of jersey trying to slow him down.
So
Jason Douglas and Franklin finally actually did bring him down.
Gain of around 4.
Gain of 4, second down.
Make it 2nd and 6. 4:09 to go here in the third quarter. Roughnecks down 24-0 to Lamar as the Cougars came out 2 methodical business-like drives to open the second half. Hand up again is going to be to Thomas, and Thomas will get to around the 30. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, guys, really isn't going to work for you if you're down 24.
And the way he runs, there's not much dust getting up.
No, not at all.
It's all power.
They keep, and you can't blame West Columbia because this kid is probably in the previous 7 games has busted some big gainers. So you keep hoping that they might get that break.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
From their perspective.
No, there's no question about it. You want to try to go with the guys who got you here. And Thomas and Bell have definitely been a part of that rush. Hand off is to Bell, and Bell is going to get inside the 25. He'll get the first down. We'll get to the 26. He'll move the chains with 3:16 to go here in the third quarter. So 1st and 10. I'll spot at the 26.
Let's call off some of those defensive linemen again, guys, when we get a chance across that front. And then
We've got Britton, number 44.
Tenor 45.
Take a look at the rest of that front 4 in a moment. 1st and 10. Again, it's the counter to Bell, and Bell's going to be tripped up. The number 30 is a part of that bunch, and that is going to be big. It's going to actually going to Brent. Actually looking. Emil Fleming, big sophomore.
number 7 also up there on that line, guys.
Tyree Mason.
Tyree Mason. Going from side to side as a defensive end.
Gotta like the potential of big number 30 there, Emil Fleming. He's got some size. Looks like he's got the potential to build even more.
Yep.
2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line. And over play action. Keys trying to run. Win is going to be dragged down.
Go.
Good play. Herb Smith with the sack.
Speed kills, guys.
And he came all the way from that near outside position to run him down.
Relentless pursuit by Smith will drag him down. That's a loss of about 2. So 3rd and 10 with 1:56 to go here in the third quarter. Moody will come off the field. Thomas will go off as well. They'll bring in extra wide receivers, number 24. That's going to be Anthony Jimenez, and number 28, Jaron Freeman.
Interception.
Pick 6 would be nice. 3rd down and 10 at the 26-yard line. Play clock running down to 5. Freeman in motion. Keys backswing pass the bell, and that's not going to get anything. The Cougars smelled that went perfectly as number 44, Justin Britton, just knifed into the backfield and blew that play up.
He wasn't going anywhere. He read that play like it was written by his own hand.
Or like he was in the huddle.
He was.
All right, what do you do here if you're West Columbia? You got to go for it.
You got to go for it.
4th down and long.
Way out of field goal range.
So that play was a loss of 5. Make it 4th and long, 4th and 16. Bell in the backfield. 4 wide set as you've got Harris lined up to the far side. Freeman goes in motion. Keith will roll out, and the flags are down. Actually, it'll be a timeout by the Cougars.
Yep.
38 seconds to go in the third quarter. It is Lamar 24, West Columbia nothing. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Fourth down and 16 facing the Roughnecks with 38 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Down 24-0. They're going to need something big and then some to try to keep their hopes alive in this contest. 3 receivers set with Bell in the backfield.
And you got to watch out for Bell in this particular situation.
Keith rolls out, steps up, throws over the middle. Ball's going to be caught by Harris, and Harris driving is going to be short up the first down as a host of Cougars finally drag him down. Good effort by Harris, but he's going to be about 3 yards short of the first, and the Cougs again denying access to the end zone.
Yeah, that was a good gainer, though, guys. I tell you what, with his athletic effort of the receiver, he picked up a good 5 yards.
He made the most of it, Nate. Make no mistake about it.
Nice drive that time by the Roughnecks. Just fell a little bit short as they started out on their own 20-yard line, got the ball all the way down to the 18, but that's where the Cougars are taking over now.
Lamar's got 4 wideouts here to start off this offensive series.
1st and 10 and 19. They've gone with that 4 wide set throughout the third quarter. Have yet to see a pass, though. Ellis Jones will hand the ball off, and Daquan Jones is going to slip before he could get going.
You know, we mentioned that earlier about Cooper not being able to run with authority that he normally does. It appears that field, because we had a heck of a drenching throughout this Gulf Coast here yesterday, so that field is bound to be wet.
Final 5 seconds of the third quarter ticking down. As you can go ahead and get the 4s up, Lamar. It's no fun till the job is done, folks. But the job looks like it's pretty well in hand. 3 quarters completed. It is Lamar 24, West Columbia nothing. Coug Sports Net will be right back.
A friendly place to trade. Locally owned and operated for over 50 years, Hoffman Lumber Company proudly serves Galveston County and surrounding areas with quality products at competitive prices. As a full-service lumber yard, we have everything you need for your next project. Select grade lumber, hardware, windstorm windows and doors. James Hardie Products, Boise Cascade, Builder's First Choice, Do It Best, Duo Fast, and so much more. Special orders on those hard-to-find items are our specialty. With over 100 years combined industry experience, our friendly, knowledgeable employees are committed to helping you find exactly what you need. We can answer any of your questions and help you choose the best products. We work with professional contractors and home builders as well as independent homeowners. We offer free delivery anywhere in Galveston County, including Bolivar and Crystal Beach. Please visit our website for a complete list of everything we have to offer. Hoffman Lumber Company, a friendly place to trade.
Started the fourth quarter here at Griggs Field at West Columbia High School. Brandon Williams, Mike Lockwood, Lewis Perrin Jr., senior stats as usual, sitting on the other side at midfield. Cougars up 24-0 with a 2nd and 12 at their own 17-yard line. Ellis Jones nearly got them again with the hard snap. They'll move Daquan Jones over to the near side. And he'll throw a swing pass to Franklin, and Franklin's going to break one defender, 30, 35, 40, 45 midfield. Still going, and Reggie Franklin will take the ball down to around the 47-yard line.
That's one way of getting it out from the shadow of your goal post.
34 yards.
That's a good way to solve a 2nd and 12.
And look at Lamar straight up to the line right quick, like they're the team that's behind.
1st and 10, up-tempo offense coming alive now. Ellis Jones hands off to Daquan Jones, and Jones is going to keep his balance. Can't turn the corner. Good stop there. Number 25, Moody, there on the tackle. As he will gain about a yard. I think it's 2nd and 9.
Dennis Moody finished him off with a short gain on the
But again, Cougs going no huddle. You see some hands on the hips of the Roughnecks. Ellis Jones calling his own number, breaks the tackle, asks 40, turns the corner, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, and he'll go out of bounds and around the 12-yard line. LaDarian Ellis Jones with a huge run, and the Cougars are in position to deliver the knockout blow.
32 yards on that
Boy,
run.
did you see him follow his blockers,
Oh,
guys?
that was beautiful blocking.
Yeah, I mean, he cut inside and saw his block develop at the outside. He cut outside, getting ready to turn in again, saw it develop again outside, made another move outside.
Give credit to number 2, Demetrius James. Number 33, Reggie Franklin, helped sealing that corner for Jones to turn around and gain 32. Cougars will get Franklin off the field as a 1st and 10, and it'll be a flag down, illegal participation. You saw that one coming.
Coming out of the huddle.
Unless he came on this side. I don't think they'd have flied, huh?
No, not quite.
Yeah, flown.
First, so make it a 1st and 15 for Lamar. They'll put it at the 18-yard line.
We got a timeout coming up here?
back him up to the 18-yard
Nope.
line.
No.
So 1st and 15 coming up the 18-yard line. West Columbia definitely on the ropes. You put this thing in the end zone, it's all she wrote.
Yeah, lid's on the coffin, just waiting on the final nail.
Yep.
Cooper and Jones in the backfield. It will be Jones, turns the corner, still on his feet to the 10, to the 5, and that's a touchdown for Daquan Jones.
Boy.
Man alive, he kept that balance on the sideline.
You know, and that's an indication of a defense that's tired, guys.
That's
Yes.
it. And the way Lamarck's been able to do that is they've been alternating Cooper and Jones in on a per series basis. Last time it was all Cooper, a little bit of help from Ellis Jones. This time, again, Ellis Jones helping out a little bit, but it was Daquan Jones doing all the ball carrying except for a little bit from Ellis Jones.
Again, set for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and the kick is going to be good.
Whoa.
And you can go ahead and say that Ricky Guillen has put the final nail in the coffin on this one. 11:03 to go. Cougs on their way to stay undefeated in 24-3A. It's 31-0 Lamar. Cougs Sportsnet will be right back. 5 plays, 82 yards. He had a 34-yard catch and run by Reggie Franklin. Go along with a 32-yard run by Ladarian Ellis Jones. But it was Daquan Jones finishing it off. 18-yard touchdown run to make it 31-0 with 11:03 to go here in the contest. Guillen to kick off. It is high in the direction of Harrison. Harris will start it around his 9-yard line, 15, and it's going to be dragged down. A good stop there by Atron Cole.
Yeah, it was.
Good open field tackle.
Yeah, I thought he was getting ready to break it free, but he pulled it right back. You know, guys, I know it's, early in the fourth quarter, but we're going to have to take some time and think about players of the game for Lamarck as far as defense. We'll talk about the offense a little later on, but, let's throw some names out there. We did talk about Billiot. He's been around. He's been able to force West Columbia in busting up some of the play.
He has been an unsung hero of this defense tonight.
So I'll throw him out there early.
He's been out in the backfield quite a bit tonight.
Handoff to Harris, to Thomas, and Thomas is going to be stopped.
Devin Thomas, number 40 in there for the Cougars.
And right now, someone has got Big Emil Fleming hacked off. And you see the big guy's angry.
Yeah, you could tell by that swagger coming out of that pile.
There you go. Rosemond, 55, Fleming, number 30, and anchoring that interior.
Thomas now playing over here on the near side end position.
And then Britton over on the far side. 2nd down and 9 after a gain of 1. Cougs show blitz. Keys throws a pass. Harris trying to find some room. Harris is going to turn this into next to nothing. Got to the original line of scrimmage. Helmet flew off, and right now you got to get tempers are starting to flare up a little bit here. Tempers starting to flare up a bit as Isaiah Hall lost his helmet. Got a little chippy. He'll have to sit out one play.
Isaiah Hall along with Chason Douglas, along with
referee's
Gerald
calling
Johnson.
timeout here.
We'll go ahead and take it with them. 9:48 to go, fourth quarter. All Cougars, 31-0. Cougs Sportsnet will be right back. 9:48 to go here in the contest. The officials on both sides letting both teams know you got to let the chippiness come down. 3rd down and 9. So we get back to action. Keys in a shotgun set. Play action. Rolls out. Looks for a receiver.
Oh, they're covered.
Steps up, throws. Ball is going to be caught by Moody, and Moody's going to have a 1st down.
He wanted to go deep on that, but there were no deep receivers out there at all, and we do have a flag down now.
Actually, Steve Perkins, number 26, with that reception as the late flag is down. An eligible man, perhaps? Flag was thrown at the 31-yard line.
They're talking about it.
9:33 to go. Lamar up 31-0. Remember, the last road game of the regular season. Last home game is going to be this Thursday night against Stafford. The game's probably going to decide the district championship outright.
Boy, and you know, we were road warriors this year, guys.
We were, my gosh, a month away from home.
I mean, we went up to Cold Spring. We went out to Sweeney. We went up to Reliant.
Yep, to St. Pius.
St. Pius, you're right.
All over a 5-week period with the off week.
Oh, that's a chop block right there, guys.
Chop block, ouch. Personal
foul. Is that 2 of them?
That's
two penalties.
Oh, but they don't mark off both of them, do they?
Oh, yes, they do.
Oh,
but it's going to be it's going to wind up being a half the distance
on
penalty.
the second one.
So that is huge. That is huge, guys.
Yeah, particularly after you picked up a nice first down.
Yeah, you had the first down,
Yeah.
Had enough to move the chains, but you are now at the 4-yard line.
Ouch, that does hurt. I mean, you're already, you've got an uphill climb of 5 scores.
They stepped off the first one, full value at 15 yards. Stepped off the second one, half the distance to the goal. Instead of what was
15.
a first down play.
Oh, you're
first
right.
down catch. Is now turning into a third and just about a bus trip.
Third down and then 2:88 to go. They've got to get to the 26-yard line, so officially it's a 3rd and 22.
And we had an ejection as well.
So
yeah, the chippiness still didn't get dialed down on West Columbia's side.
No, just a frustrating night. And they were coming off of an impressive 57-7 win last week against Kemp Academy, their first win in district. They'll fall to 1-3 and 3-6 overall. Keeson and shotgun will roll out there in the draw play to Bell.
Handoff.
And Bell is rumbling forward, and Bell has got close to the first down. He's about a yard short. Wow.
He had 23 yards to gain, and he got 22 of them on that rumble, on that inside handoff.
Moody will come back into the game. He is about a yard short of the first down. 8:52 to go, down 5 scores. You got nothing left to lose if you're West Columbia.
That's it. They bring in the big boy Thomas. He'll be in the backfield back there with Bell.
4th down and 1. Keith hands off to Thomas, and Thomas is going to have enough for the first down. There was illegal motion. We're next to the coaches here this evening, and they are pointing it out correctly. You saw one of the Roughnecks jump about a half second before the snap.
Yeah, West Columbia know they got away with one of those.
There you go. They needed 1. They got about 2 1/4, but it will move the chains. Gives them a 1st and 10 at their 27-yard line with 8:24 to go here in the game. Keys under center. He'll go at the counter to Bell, and Bell is going to turn the corner to around the chase down. He didn't get much of anything. Slow developing play, but it was enough time for the Cougars to sniff that one out.
Big number 55, as well as Edwards in there.
You know, we mentioned West Columbia's defense looked like they were getting pretty well wore down in that previous drive with Lamar on offense, but Lamar's defense is still pretty crisp, guys.
Yep.
They have been.
Rosemont did a fine job following that play out from his nose tackle position. He got out there a good 10, 15 yards and was in that huddle that finally brought him down.
Give credit also to the fact, Mike, the fact that the Cougars are doing a great job rotating defensively.
Also.
2nd and long. Shotgun play, handoff again is going to be to Bell, and Bell isn't going to get much of anything as Kenneth Edwards knifed in the backfield and dragged him down.
All right, he's got to be one of the candidates for defensive player of the game,
no
guys.
question.
That's it.
No question. You can see this team right now. Look at that confidence. And you hear the theme, the Jaws theme. These guys definitely smell blood in the water right now.
Billiot.
Yeah, this is the sign of a team, guys. Yeah.
Herb Smith.
Guys, I'm just still surprised that
off the field.
West Columbia just not
kicking
up their tempo.
No, not at all. 6:50 to go. Keith shotgun, rolls out, looks for a receiver, steps, throws, ball is going to be caught. 1st down and more, and it's going to be Freeman, and it'll be dragged down inside midfield. And a late flag that's going to give them 15 more yards. So a first down and a good reception by Freeman will move the chains and will give the Roughnecks some serious life here. They'll get an opportunity to put something on the board, as it'll be a 1st and 10 inside the Lamar 40 once you tack the play off, once you tack the penalty off. Looks like they'll put him at the 34 of Lamar with 6:38 remaining.
15 yards to the end of the play.
Make it the 35.
To the 35-yard line.
So a 23-yard catch and a 15-yard penalty.
That penalty was a close one, but
It
again,
was
after the chippiness that we've seen, the referees do have to take that kind of control.
No question. No question at all. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Bill is off the field momentarily. He's back. Steps up, avoids pressure. Looking. Flag down, steps up, throws, and he just throws that ball incomplete. Looking in the direction of number 6, Brock Bailey. There's a flag down.
In the
Where you would expect
area
holding.
yeah.
Yep. And big
Up
number
again, the ball.
45.
Shot block again.
Second time tonight. You've seen a chop block by West Columbia.
Boy, that hurts.
So whatever momentum they might have had after that reception is gone to naught, because that's going to take them back 15. So instead of a 2nd and 10, they get a 1st and 25.
Watch that draw play again. That's what got them up to this point a while ago when they were 1st and 22 or whatever, or 3rd and 22.
3rd and 22.
Yeah.
Rotating in now is number 24, Anthony Jimenez. Bell is out the game for the time being. You've got number 25, Dennis Moody. He's back. Ball is going to be caught by Jimenez, and he'll be dragged down and around the 44-yard line. So a gain of 6 on that play. And again, you're surprised by the fact that even though they're down 31, there's not a sense of urgency.
No.
No,
I mean, they're going into a huddle for about 10 or 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And it just surprises me.
You would think that, I'm guessing at this point they just want to try to avert the shutout and try to keep the Lamar offense off the field as much as possible. 2nd and 20. He's back. Steps up. Throws downfield. Ball is going to be incomplete. Was in and out of the hands of Brandon Harris. Had a step on the defender, but he just was not able to reel that one in.
It's pretty good thrown ball, too.
Yeah, 2 receivers down there, 3 defenders, including Chason Douglas.
Lots of hands near the ball, but an incompletion nonetheless. So 3rd down and 20 coming up with 5:27 to go here in the game. Want to remind fans that next week we'll be honoring the 2003 state champion Lamar Cougars prior to the game against Stafford, so spread the word.
You got guys like Larry Curligan, Russell Ball, Taylor Wilkins, Masick.
Corey Mangum.
Yeah, I mean, you could just keep going.
3rd down and 20 at the 39. And Keith's back. He's got some room to run. 40, and he'll just slide down. He is close to the original line of scrimmage.
I think he may have misread those sideline markers.
Thinking
there,
he had a first.
He had the
Yeah.
first, yeah.
That was. He had room to run. He had about another 4 or 5 yards ahead of him.
Still a pretty savvy little play, though.
It
guys.
is. 4th down and 12. 5:03 to go.
He's a scrappy quarterback.
Timeout by the Roughnecks. It's their first. We'll take it with them with 4:55 remaining. It's Lamar 31, West Columbia nothing. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 4:55 to go here, and it's a 4th down and about 12 for the Roughnecks. Ball is at the 37-yard line of Lamar. Bell is back into the game. After taking a breather. Play fake. Keith goes out, throws. Ball is going to be incomplete. He had Bell open, but did not get anything on in the Cougs. We'll get another stop with 4:49 to go.
Good pressure that time by the tandem of Edwards and Smith. The anagram numbers, 52 and 25.
There you go. You got to like the way this defense is really starting to step, especially tonight. You know, You're starting to see that swagger, that confidence as a whole coming back to this team.
Coach is doing now. They're up here right beside me, so I'm not saying this necessarily for their benefit. But this defensive line, the way they've been swapping the players out and handling them, has just done an outstanding job.
And that is Grismore with the carry.
Yep, new rusher.
Yeah, and you know he had a jam-up game against Kip.
Academy, yeah.
He sure did. I mean, I like his. He seems excited all the time. He's happy to be out there, and he gives 110% each time he touches the ball.
Second down and 8 after a gain of 2. 4:24 remaining. It's going to be a dot play. Can't see the number was on that one, but it's going to be enough for to get around 2, maybe 3 yards on that. Still can't see who that is.
That's number
There's a 5.
85. Number 85 in there.
And, folks, we don't have an 85 on the roster.
We do now.
We'll find out.
Albert Irvin.
Albert Irvin,
okay.
number 85 is your guy. Cooper will come in now. 3rd down and 5 with 3:48 remaining. 2 wide set. Toss is going to be to Cooper, and Cooper's got the corner. 1st down and a little bit more as he will get past midfield to around the 46-yard line. So you'll move the chains again.
And he stayed in bounds.
Very smart.
But
They'll stop it long enough to move the chains.
That's right.
Yep.
3:36 remaining. Lamar up 31-0. The Cougs will improve their record to 6-3 overall. 1st and 10. Handoff is going to be to Grismore. Bounces off of a teammate. And he's probably going to lose about 2 on that play. Host of defenders there, led by Moody, number 25, number 8. Also in there, Eugene Sims,
1 yard loss on the
along with number 99, Marcus Ferris.
Michael Lawrence, defensive coordinator for Lamar Cougars, is now pitching 7 quarters of shutout ball against the West Columbia Roughnecks, going back to last year's ball game.
Clock continuing to run, 3:01, 3 minutes remaining now.
Lamar content to use as much time on the clock as they can get away with.
2nd and 11. Dot play is going to be to Irvin, and Irvin is going to be stopped. Gains about 1 yard, maybe 2. The clock continues to run at 2:45. Again, Cougars with the home finale next Thursday night. Remember, Thursday night against Stafford. And then it gives you an extra day to prepare for the drive to Arlington, guys.
Say Thursday?
It's Thursday.
You sure? Next week? No,
No,
Friday.
I thought it was a Thursday night.
No.
Okay.
No, it's Friday.
Okay.
It's Friday.
At the 45-yard line.
Okay, read it wrong.
That's all right.
No problem at all.
No problem.
2:14 and counting. I'll
gonna-
be there either way.
I was going to say, you going to
Grismore with a huge hole.
Wow.
Close to a 1st down. You got to like the way his kid runs.
I
You know,
do.
he is exciting. You know, he has that burst. Short burst. It got them about 1 yard short of the 1st down.
And you know they're going to go for it if for no other reason than
Just to
hang
control
on
the clock.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on to the ball, control the clock.
4th and 2.
4th down, 2 yards to go, 1:45 remaining. And after this play, we'll go ahead and decide to give out some game balls, our players of the game. Irvin, the fullback. Grismore is in the backfield. Somebody jump.
Oh, shoot.
Somebody's a little bit happy. So
You
instead
know-
of a 4th and 2, you get a 4th and 7.
I bet my coach Mike Jackson would love to see a
4th down and 7.
some game this year where you don't have bonehead penalties like that, even though this game's already pretty well in hand. But stuff
Still,
like
you
that
want the
is what
discipline
you,
either way.
that's right. You just want to be able to start polishing it up.
Yep, game is in hand. It's in both hands. It's in the back pocket.
That's right. And we did put that nail in that coffin back.
Yeah, we did.
Down to 1:15 to go. Play clock running down to 4, and the Cougars will go ahead and they'll take the timeout. And they do. We'll take it with them. 1:06 to go. It's Lamar 31, West Columbia nothing. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 1 minute, 6 seconds remaining. 4th down and 7 to go. Offense is still on the field.
And after a timeout, there's still a little confusion.
Still a little bit of confusion as Irvin will come back on the field, line up as a fullback in a pistol set.
No time on the clock.
No time on the clock, and they'll.
Or did it even start?
Play clock didn't even start. Okay.
Oh, now. I was going to say, Ellis Jones said, hey, it never even started.
Ellis Jones back.
Look at here.
The ball streaking downfield. The ball's going to be incomplete in and out of the hands of Harris.
Oh, man, and it was there. And it was
Demetrius
there.
James had that ball, could not reel it in. So with 1:01 to go here, it's up to the defense to preserve the shutout.
Roughnecks take over on down.
First and 10.
43-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line, 61 seconds to go. They do have 2 timeouts, however.
Talking during the break to Coach Lawrence over here, he sure is proud of the effort these defenders are putting in.
No, you can't help but be proud. As I mentioned, this team is starting to get their swagger back. Rough non-district schedule, but it survived that. Keith's back, steps up, throws. Ball is going to be dropped. In and out of the hands of number 98, Bradley Stetman. So 56 seconds remaining.
Second down and 10.
West Columbia really had opportunities in the first half. They had some opportunities to put points up on the board. They missed out on them, and when the Cougars came out and just struck them twice in the third quarter with methodical scoring drives, and it was pretty much over from there.
That's it. Got all the way down to the 2 on one drive, then missed the field goal.
Yeah.
Yep. That's as close as they've gotten tonight.
2nd and 10 at the 43. Keith rolls out. Has pressure. Rush. Ball is going to be dropped.
Nope. Yep, it is dropped.
Dropped in out of the hands of Brock Bailey. Excuse me, number 9. Lamarcus Fields. So 3rd down and 10 with 50 seconds remaining. Gotta love the way, you gotta love the vibe that you're getting right now from this team. That momentum is starting to build up.
Yep.
And it's at the right time.
And I mentioned that they seem to be a lot more comfortable. And you notice a couple times that defense getting that swagger. The offense has seemed to be a lot more business-like, guys. And you want –
here's that inside handoff.
Rumbles forward, carries a couple of defenders inside the 40 to around the 39, making the 38-yard line.
That's Thomas again. Every time he's touched the ball, he runs hard.
And
gain of 19 on that play.
And I'll finish up right quick. So you want a Cougar team starting to really start peaking just about now, guys, and start, like I mentioned earlier, to start polishing it up, cutting out all those little bitty small mistakes.
37 seconds left. Keith rolls out, steps up, goes long, looking in the end zone, and it is going to be incomplete. Flag is down.
Yeah, you're gonna have, I think, offensive.
Should be offensive pass interference. So wait and see what the official call is going to be. Flag was thrown in the end zone.
I mean, that was a clear shove in the back. The official might want to say, hey,
they're going to say defensive pass interference. It'll move the ball inside the 25.
Now, he doesn't have to get out of his way to let him catch that ball.
So 27 seconds to go. And right now, the big story here is whether the Cougars can preserve the shutout. I would gladly take a pick 6 here, guys.
Yep.
Not only preserve the shutout, you get a turnover and an extra score. You can give that defense an even bigger boost going home next week against Stafford.
Yeah, I saw what the official saw on that play, but like I said, that defensive back does not have to give up the line once he's established it to allow that man to run through him.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. Keith back steps up, looking in the end zone, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Good play by Douglas to strip the ball away. Harris had the ball in his hands, but good job by Douglas, just pop it out.
Chason Douglas was almost a receiver out there as well. That was almost a good defensive play by the offense as well.
All right, let's name some defensive players of the game, guys.
3 guys really stand out. Lewis, tell us more.
We got Billy Ott out there, who has just been a beast, particularly interfering in the backfield all night long.
Not a lot of tackles, but he has really, really made a big difference.
Disruptive in the backfield.
Being very disruptive.
And then in addition to that, we've got Herb Smith.
Ball is caught. Freeman dragged inside the 5-yard line, so 14 seconds to go.
And Edwards is going to be our third man back there for the defensive triumvirate.
Offensively,
I'm going to say DeQuan Jones and Ladarian Ellis-Jones.
Yep.
I think that tandem tonight was what was put the knockout punch pretty well most of the night. You also got to give an honorary mention, though, to Alan Cooper. But also, guys, let's not forget, we talked about this team starting to gel a little bit. That offensive line is, I think, early in the season, the piece of the puzzle were not really fitting on the board. Coach Jackson kept changing around. I think he's found the formula that he wants to carry deep into this playoffs all the way to, like Brandon mentioned, up there to Irvin.
And I'm gonna help out the special teams a little bit too. The kicking game has just been outstanding
no question
and gotten
about it.
better.
No question about it. Ricky Guillen, we've talked about him all night and how well he has improved. Also got to mention the fact that kickoff coverage has just been outstanding. You saw that tonight.
Datron Coles going both ways, playing both not only the punter but also the punt returner.
Exactly. DeQuan Jones, the kickoff return last week. Yeah, this team is starting to gel at the right time. And since Alan Cooper's been back entering tonight, this team has averaged 38.2 points a game with him in the lineup. They averaged 16 without him. So you can see how big of a difference he makes for that offense.
That dual-headed threat back there, whenever you have to look out for both him and for Datron Jones, it makes rough on a defense.
Crease back, steps up, throws. Ball is going to be incomplete. He just fired that thing.
He did.
He threw a heater in the direction of Kyle Riggins.
I think Riggins was more worried about getting out of the way of it than he was catching it.
Exactly.
Pick 6 here.
Probably heard the hiss of that football between his ears. Still 10 seconds to go. Ball at the 6-yard line. I want to mention the only drama left here is to see whether or not the Cougars can get their first shutout of the season. Thomas in the backfield. I'll bet they'll try to run him. Actually, he'll go to crease. Rolls out. Tries to avoid the pressure. Steps up, and he's going to be dragged down through the ball as he was going out of bounds. Incomplete. So 3 seconds remaining. Good pressure there by the Cougars.
Now, actually,
Reggie
though,
Franklin.
they had Kip was the shutout, though.
No, that's right.
Brandon.
Kip, second shutout. Yep,
right.
That's right. Second shutout in 3 weeks.
Now, what was Sweeney, though? Sweeney was 17-10. 17-10, that's right.
Kendrick
we're going to have a timeout on the part of the roughneck.
3 seconds left. I'm going to bet that they're going to try to run Thomas. They'll try to go at one of their horses and hope that they can get the momentum to get 6 yards in
I don't know
there.
if they were really desperate just to make sure they didn't get shut out. They're close enough now that they could probably try a kick. Although they
missed the field goal the first time.
2. That's correct.
Reminder, home against Stratford next week.
Stafford, yep.
3 seconds remaining here. Lamar going to 6-3 on the season.
And depending on what Stafford did tonight, Stafford will be coming in to the Big Etheridge Stadium with a undefeated record.
District record or total record?
No, total. Yeah, because
wow.
I think they'll be coming in at 9-0 if I read my facts correct.
Very interesting contest. That will be a very interesting and entertaining contest. Give the Cougars one more challenge before the playoffs begin.
All right, here's the play that will.
Here's your play.
Could be the
They
play
got
of the
them
game.
spread out. I am betting that they're going to try to let Thomas bull his way in. 3rd and goal. Freeman's the guy in motion. Play fake, and it's going to be Thomas, and he doesn't get anything. Shutout preserved.
There you go.
Access denied. The Cougars will get their second shutout in 3 weeks. Tell you guys, this defense is starting to get championship
Yes, they
level.
are.
And
Yes,
the
they are.
offense is about a half step behind. 31-0, guys. A very impressive effort by the defense and an equally impressive offensive performance by the offense there in the second half.
Yes, sir. They basically come out very businesslike and wore down the defense of the Columbia Roughnecks. You could see it after that second drive that it was almost, you'd mentioned it, Brandon, the air kind of went out of the balloon.
So the Cougars will now improve their record to 6-3 on the season. They're going to be 3-0 in District 24 4A. Roughnecks are going to fall to 1-3 in district. They'll fall to 3-6 overall. So, guys, this is going to be for all the marbles as far as District 24-3 is concerned next week.
And you know
Stafford
how Coach
comes
Coach really focuses on the steps, too. He said it's district first, then we worry about it. We said we're going to take care of business one step at a time.
Right.
First step was the district title. They're going to have to fight for that one next week. Then after that, it's 1 week at a time, one game at a time until CTS, Coug State, takes state.
No question about it. They take care of business here tonight. Final score, 31-0 Lamar over West Columbia. So for Mike Lockwood, Lewis Perrin Jr., Senior Stats, Lewis Perrin Sr., say a big hello to the coach, William Sal. Missed you, big guy. Hoping you'll get out there soon enough. Brandon Williams saying so long. We'll see you next week at Etheridge for the home finale. Cougars take state.
All right, guys.